Hi everyone, welcome to the Soul Song. My name is Nina. Thank you for clicking on this video. This is intended to be a career and finance reading. So I thought we'll cover the rest of October and see what's coming up for us in terms of career and finance. Okay, so we'll begin with the sign of Cancer. This is for all Cancer, rising, moon sign, sun sign, okay, and any other prominent placements in your chart. So I have pulled out some oracle cards to begin with. Let's take a look at those and see what messages want to come through. So we have time to go, community, and magician. Okay, so this resonates for me quite personally, being a Cancerian, because I did pull out similar cards in terms of tarot and oracle earlier for myself. What this is telling me is that first of all, for those of you who are in jobs, who are working in the service industry, it is quite possible that you would want to leave your current job, or you are contemplating leaving a group setting that you are currently working in, and try to manifest something better, something much brighter for yourself. Okay, and it is quite possible that you may be a little bit anxious about this, whether you will be safe and secure or not. But at the same time, there is a need for you to understand that you do have everything that you need in order to manifest what it is that you want, okay? In terms of your skills, your abilities, your self-confidence, your self-assurance, everything is intact, and that is what you need to bank on in terms of your in order to achieve more growth and potential in your career and finances. Okay, you're definitely contemplating leaving something behind because of maybe some external factors that are not really benefiting you, that are not really working in your favor. Okay, and you may not be entirely sure, entirely clear about where you're heading. This is a number 9, which is sort of like the end of a cycle, at the end of a chapter, and that is what you are contemplating here. But you may be, things may be quite foggy at the moment, and you may be unsure of the path ahead, but know that you have everything it takes in order to create this way forward. Okay, another message that I'm getting here is that if you are feeling really foggy and anxious about what's to come, what's the way ahead, then try not to get in that whole 9 of Swords energy and keep ruminating and over analyzing and overthinking and trying to live too much in the future, because that is what creates more anxiety and fogginess. Okay, and for you to be clear, for you to be able to manifest good things, you need to be in a positive frame of mind, and also allow yourself to come to a place of clarity rather than anxiety. So think from a place of possibilities rather than worst case scenarios. Okay, that is the message that I'm getting for you. So let's start with your tarot reading. We can take a look at what's happening. Yeah, okay. So, oops. So definitely some changes coming up. Not entirely feeling sure, not feeling up to it. Feeling like you're fighting against all sorts of odds, and I feel like it's taken a beating on your self-confidence as well. And there's something that you're probably mourning, something that you are trying to get your head out of. I'm hearing. Okay, so there may be something that has happened that in the immediate past, in the recent past, that has led you to this sad, anxious, depressed, not really depressed, but more of a burden, tired, hopelessness kind of feeling. That is what I'm getting. Okay, and what's coming for you is definitely some clarity. Okay, in terms of where you need to head. I'll just pick up one more card and then I'll get into your reading. Okay. Okay. So we have 2 here. So Cancer. And we have the 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the card. So you're definitely working on something despite this gloom and doom kind of feeling that I am seeing here. Okay. That I feel like you're trying to fight it. Okay. You're trying to resist feeling this way, but your morale is quite down. Okay. As far as you seeing a way through, you seeing your obstacles being cleared. Okay, is concerned. You are feeling a little out of sorts. Let's just put it that way. Okay, you're definitely at a crossroads because you've come at the end of a cycle or a chapter, and there's something definitely that you don't want to carry forward in your in a new direction, in a new path. The advice here is to take the new paths. So if you have been contemplating a switch, a change, or something that may even allow you to, or force you to travel, or move to a different place, relocate, anything like that, choose the new path is what the guidance is here. Okay, and there's a lot of conflict that you are coming out of, a lot of battles that you've had to fight, maybe internal as well, maybe external as well. Okay, your external circumstances may have not allowed you to feel stable and secure. That is what I'm getting here, because it has affected your sense of stability. It has affected it's also, I'll go to the extent of saying that you've had some of your dreams shattered. Okay, as far as having the right kind of people around you, supportive people, and reaching that goal of happiness and joy and prosperity that you can share with everyone. Okay, and feeling fulfilled. Okay, this is like the ultimate fulfillment, the 10 of Cups. And the community card here, along with the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups in reverse, is leading me to say that you've definitely not been surrounded by really supportive people. Okay, for a lot of you, it's probably the people that you are working with that are trying to create some obstacles, okay, in your way, and that are just not really supportive, that are not helping you achieve what it is that you want to achieve. Okay, but the good thing is that after this period of mourning and feeling the feels, okay, and grieving and processing everything that has happened, you will be able to move out of that and achieve a sense of victory and achieve more clarity so as to move forward in the right direction. Okay, I feel like this moment of clarity will come to you after that fog has cleared, and then you will be able to concretely decide where is it that you want to do, what is your next plan of action, and make the necessary plans to move forward. Okay, you're going to drop that one bond and move forward into a new direction, and that is going to bring you better success, better prospects. Okay, so yeah, we've got, I was just talking about fulfillment, and we have the 9 of Cups in reverse here. So definitely not been an easy period for you, Cancer, and I can personally relate to this, especially when it comes to finances. There has been a bit of a crisis in my own life with respect to my bank and my banking system, the banking system that I am a part of. Okay, so I can relate to this, but what I want to say here is that mental fog, that fog in your external environment as well, that has not allowed you to be clear and be focused and take a concrete action and put a plan of action in motion, that is going to go away, okay? That mental fog, that anxiety. Try not to live too much in the future, because that is what is going to hamper your abilities to see clearly and to manifest the right things. Because when we are in this doom and gloom, kind of tired, exhausted, beat up, kind of hapless and hopeless kind of energy, it's very difficult to manifest something that is good, even though we have everything that it takes to manifest it, even though we have all the skills and abilities that are necessary to meet our goals, to achieve what it is that we want to achieve, okay? But there is a sense of victory, a sense of clarity coming, so that is great. That's good news. Let's take a look at the immediate future. What can we look for in the immediate future? So lots of decisions to be made here. What's to come in the immediate future? One more card, please. What is this Eight of Wands for? Okay. All right. I just want to put this here for you to know that there is a victory in sight, okay? But there is, I feel like it is going to be a slow process, okay? And this might spill over into November. And it is going to be like a long road, okay? That is what I am being led to tell you. So we have the Devil, the King of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Star in reverse, the Hierophant, and the Eight of Wands. I always love seeing the Eight of Wands because it talks about possibilities, lots of messages, communication, relocation, movement, and quick solutions as well, quick options, quick opportunities coming your way, okay? So that's always a great message to hear. The Devil and the King of Cups. I feel like, and right in the middle of your reading is this Two of Swords. And going back to the Two of Wands here, there's definitely some choice, some decision that you need to make here, okay? And it may take you a while to set yourself free from this mess, because I feel like you have been kind of attached to someone or something that has led you astray, okay? That has not really been favorable. You've been probably robbed of some of your rights in some situation. That is what I'm getting. This may have something to do with an authority figure, someone who is a mentor, someone who is maybe someone you report to, you know, that kind of person. Could be a boss or just any sort of institution, okay? And they may not be playing fair with you, which is why you're trying to see a way out. But at the same time, I feel like you don't have every information that you're seeking in order to make a choice, okay? And that is going to come to you, okay? This Eight of Wands here and the Ace of Swords is telling me that you will definitely receive some news, some information, some clarity that you have been seeking in order to move forward and out of this kind of hopeless situation that you've been in, okay? and we have the Six of Wands here, um, saying that definitely a victory is in sight, and you may be getting some more recognition and some sort of a promotion or rewards. Okay, I'm also being led to tell you that if you have been fighting for, say, a promotion at work, this is the right time to ask for it, because I feel like unless you ask for it, unless you make it vocal, unless you put your thoughts into words and actually communicate what it is that you want and freely express yourself, you won't be able to put your point across and get what you deserve. Okay, that is what I'm hearing here. So instead of feeling too burnt out and hopeless and in not confident, feeling like you are a victim in some way, instead of that, what is advised here is to move out of that energy and communicate clearly about what you deserve, what you want. Okay, and if in any situation this is just not working out for you, where it's becoming too burdensome and you really are standing at a crossroads and you need to make a stay or go kind of a decision, then wait for that clarity to come in and wait for that news, that piece of information or some sort of positive communication come to you that will give you the right, it will give you the boost, the impetus to move forward in the right direction. So I feel like you are sort of waiting for that to come your way. Okay, in the meanwhile, bank on all the recognition that you have received so far, and know that you are moving in a more victorious, a more successful path. Okay, you're moving in a new direction, which is going to be more beneficial and with a lot more potential for growth. But make that decision only when you're really clear in your head. Okay, try to move away from that fogginess, try to see the situation for what it really is and make an informed decision, is what I'm being led to tell you. Okay, what I'm hearing here is that you need to also try your best not to succumb to any fears, any base level, emotions like security, a fear of not being secure, fear of not being good enough, all of those baseline insecurity kind of emotions. Try to stay away from those, because otherwise you're going to make the wrong decision. Okay, so definitely at a crossroads. Okay, and I haven't seen many Pentacles cards here. Even the ones that have come up here are in the reverse. So as far as finances is concerned, I feel like once your path is really clear, once you have made this decision, and maybe even relocated or whatever, in some cases definitely I am seeing that once you move away from this current situation and into a new direction, you will definitely see more success and rewards. Okay, and recognition as well. So that's going to lead to a better financial situation, better financial health for you. Okay, so that was your reading, Cancer. I wish you all the very best for the rest of the month, and let me know if this resonated with you. So yeah, I'll see you in another reading. Take care and God bless. Hi Pisces, this is your career and finances reading for the month of October. This is for you if you are a Sun, Moon, Rising Pisces, or if you have Pisces in any other prominent placements in your chart. Okay, so this is for the rest of October, but the messages could spill over into November as well. I have removed some oracle cards to get an idea about what you're going to deal with in your career and finances. And let's take a look at these. Okay, so we have yin and yang. First chakra, Archangel Michael, which has to do with your root chakra. Very relevant for a career reading, because it has a lot to do with safety, security, and even your relationships with others. And this is where all of our 3D emotions, third dimensional emotions and situations, and all of our emotions related to security and how we feel in terms of how we're doing in our life sit, okay, in this chakra. So next we have Treasure Island and regeneration. All right, interesting. So I feel like you, again, like Cancer, are at the end of a cycle and you're starting to build up on something, is what I'm feeling here. Okay, I feel like it is a slow and steady wins the race kind of a message that is coming through. Okay, so you're moving in the right direction. You are moving towards a better future, towards attaining more balance in your life as far as your finances and career is concerned. Okay, but to do that, I feel like you need to think long term. Okay, and continue to put in steady work, steady effort into this. Okay, and I'll just read a little bit from this Treasure Island card. Okay, just give me a moment. I just want to read the prosperity message for you for that card. Okay, and then okay, so the prosperity message is, at this time you can be confident that success is yours. Your ideas are all hitting the mark and you're in a true manifestation period when you will see evidence of the seeds of prosperity you planted in the past. The appearance of this card in a reading indicates that your dreams and aspirations align with concrete signs of prosperity in the world of form. This is a very auspicious and fortunate time for business. Creative projects will flourish and inspiration strikes. Share your wealth with others too. Generosity and gratitude should lead you now. Okay, so that's a wonderful message to get in terms of your career and finances. Okay, let's move to the tarot reading here now. Again, I am being led to tell you that you need to strike the right balance between extreme, between like the lower level, I wouldn't call them like your base level emotions, okay, which are deeply rooted to your sense of security and belonging in the world, as well as your higher chakras, okay, which have to do with inspiration, with your ability to connect with the higher self, with God, with whoever it is that you believe in, and getting inspired, and your third eye chakra, which has to do with visualizing and being a visionary and seeing through a lot of veils and foggy situations, okay, and seeing the reality for what it is. So I'm just going to leave this here and we'll start with your tarot reading. Okay, so Pisces for the month of October 2019, career reading please. And I just want to say that of course this is a general reading, it may not apply to your situation, so don't force it. And secondly, sometimes spirit has its way of giving you a message that has absolutely nothing to do with what you've come to listen here. Okay, as in you might be watching a love reading and you're getting a career message and vice versa. Okay, so that happens. Pisces career and finances for the month of October 2019, please. Okay, so we have the first bunch of cards. This is your energy, Pisces, the Hangman. Then we have Strength, and we have the Three of Cups. Wow. Okay, we have the Two of Swords. Let's see. Clarify the Hangman, please. Oops. We get the Four of Wands. Okay. Then we have the Queen of Swords, Justice, and the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay. Overall, I think it's a really positive reading, okay? But you're definitely trying to, maybe you are dealing with something to do with legalities, I'm hearing, and you need to probably consult maybe an expert, okay, who has probably to get a better idea of some contracts, some legalities, some paperwork, documentation, agreements, things like that. Okay, that is what I'm feeling here. And also for some of you, I feel like you're getting a job that you're probably not really fond of. Okay. If you have been looking for a job, I feel like you may be indecisive about it because it's not exactly what you find creatively satisfying, is what I'm hearing. Okay. And I feel like for Pisces, this is quite important because, for the typical Neptunian, dreamy, creative Pisces, it is quite important for you to do the kind of work that you really enjoy doing, okay? So I get the feeling that you may receive some kind of offer, okay? That you may not exactly be sure of because it's not to your liking, okay? It's not exactly what you were probably hoping for, or not exactly something that you find a lot of creative satisfaction in, okay? And in the recent past, I feel like you may have had to deal with someone who was quite maybe manipulative, authoritative, someone maybe a little harsh, okay? Brutal is what I'm hearing, okay? So this may be like an ex-boss or a current boss that you are trying to move away from, okay? That is quite possible. And the regeneration card that we saw initially over there was telling me that you are coming out of a situation that was not entirely great, okay? Let's just put it that way. I feel like for some of you, you're taking your time out, maybe spending more time at home to try to get a better perspective and to see a way forward and to see what your next steps, your next actions are going to be, okay? And like Cancer, I think you are a bit at a in between kind of a phase, okay, where you're not exactly on the new path or on the new track, but you're not exactly living in the past either, okay? So I feel like you're a little like 2 steps ahead of Cancer, okay? For some of you, I think you may be even contemplating working from home, okay? I feel like you're giving it a serious thought. For some of you, because you're receiving the kind of work that you're, the offer that you're receiving is, maybe it it's something that brings in good money, and it's stable and secure, but you're not finding it really satisfying. So you are contemplating working from home. Okay, I am getting that feeling here. And you're trying, but at the same time I feel like you're trying to be really brave about this situation. Okay, you definitely have some reason to celebrate for the rest of this month. Okay, some sort of celebration happening, something that is some kind of good news that you receive that's going to make you feel really happy. Okay, yeah, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands clarified. Okay, so definitely some reason to celebrate here, some opportunity coming your way, and I feel like they may have, it is a little bit delayed. Maybe you're getting the communication, the receiving the news about it, but there is still a bit of waiting period. Okay, like I said, I was getting the feeling that you are transitioning from one place to another, or from one job to another, or from one path to another. Okay, some of you may be drastically making a change in your career, maybe even switching to an entirely new kind of career. But I want to tell you that you do have luck favoring you. Okay, even though it may be a little delayed at the moment, I feel like you will receive definitely some positive news, some positive communication that's going to catapult you, okay, in the right direction, and give you like a sense of hope for the future. Okay, what else for Pisces in the near future? Career and finances, please, Pisces. Get the King of Cups, which is funny because Cancer got the same card when I asked for their immediate future or near future. Alright, so we have the King of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Death card wanted to come out like this. Okay, so I feel like the message that is really strong here is that definitely you're going to collaborate with the right people. Okay, I am seeing that for sure. There are 2 threes here which also talk about growth and expansion, so you are moving in the right direction. But I feel like a part of you is resisting this change, which is what this Two of Swords had to do with. Okay, along with the Page of Cups in reverse. So I don't know why, but I feel like you will receive some kind of offer, but you're not too excited about it because it might require you to make a lot of changes, and it might require you to step into something entirely new, something that you are not really comfortable with, and you may find yourself in a new job or in a new environment, or getting the offer to work with people who are entirely new to you, and that's making you a little uncomfortable. Okay, but the advice here is to again strike a balance, okay, between in terms of your emotions as well as your expectations and your how do I put this, yeah, your expectations actually. What do I mean by strike a balance? It's a bit like making a note of all the pros and cons of the situation, what it is that you can make out of it, what can you build on, okay, and what is it going to bring for you in the near future, or in terms of long-term success, long-term growth. Okay, so for that to happen, there needs to be a balance between there has to be a give and take kind of situation. What I'm hearing is something's gotta give, okay? So you might have to make some sort of compromise as well to strike a balance, okay, between your expectations and what it is that you are receiving, okay? Some kind of balance has to be struck. You definitely have the opportunity to work with some good people this month, even network, and maybe you get a job by networking. That's also quite possible. And this King of Cups could also represent someone who is your boss or colleague or your business partner, or someone who is instrumental in bringing this new offer or opportunity towards you, okay? But again, going back to the advice here, what can I say? I am actually feeling this in my body, this little bit of resistance to change, okay? And that is quite frightening, okay? But I feel like you need to come to terms with your emotions and again strike a balance between what you emotionally need and what you logically and from a more cerebral perspective, what you actually need in your life, okay? And try to clear your root chakra or work on your root chakra. Most of us have an unbalanced root chakra, okay? And I feel like if you're able to balance that in some way, you will be able to get rid of a lot of your fears, okay, that may be holding you back from this new opportunity or whatever is coming towards you, because you definitely are on the brink of a lot of change and movement and positive movement forward, okay? So it's up to you whether you take advantage of that or not. But I really like seeing the Three of Pentacles in a career reading, because it talks about being able to build on something new, okay? And also having like-minded people around you who admire you for your work and who are supportive, okay? So all the best to you, Pisces. I hope this reading was useful and helpful to you. Let me know if it resonated, and make good use of the opportunities that are coming your way, okay? So take care, and I'll see you in another reading. Yeah, God bless. Bye-bye. Hi Scorpio, this is your career and finances reading for the month of October, for the rest of October. And this reading may spill over into November as well, okay? So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. This is a general reading, and it's meant for you if you are a Scorpio rising, sun, moon, etc., okay? Like if you have Scorpio in any of your prominent placements in your chart, okay? So let's begin the reading with some oracle cards that I have picked out for you, and we'll see what messages want to come through. These cards literally jump out, so let's take a look at these first. So we have Victory and Magician. I'm getting a message that okay, this being a Scorpio reading, I am getting a rather deep message, okay? And this has a lot to do with how you view yourself, your ability to see clearly. What do you see when you look into the mirror? Do you see someone who is capable of creating something for themselves? Do you see someone who can achieve victory? Do you see someone who is able to co-create with the universe and be their own creator? Do you see someone who is confident of their skills and abilities and can manifest what they need what they want in life, or do you see something else? So the message that I'm getting here is that you need to take a good look into how is it that you are manifesting in terms of your career and finance. Okay, how are your manifesting abilities? I'm hearing they are being challenged, okay, this month. And again, I'm seeing like the hot and cold. I feel like you sometimes you're really excited, optimistic, and you're like, hey, yes, I can achieve this. I am able to co-create with the universe. I am able to attract all the good things to me. And on other days, you're more like, I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't think I can ever achieve this in my life. So it's a good time for you to look into the mirror, and that's going to affect your ability to create something amazing for yourself, okay, and to actually be able to wear this victory crown, okay. So I didn't expect that message to come through, but hey, it's Scorpio, I'm not surprised. Then we have building blocks and breathe. Again, you like Cancer and Pisces. Pisces was a little different, but I feel like you're in a really good place, okay? But you may be doubting yourself to a large extent. And again, I'm getting a different message from what I usually get for this card. I feel like your confidence is what needs to be built on this month, or for the rest of the month, or till November, or till whenever this reading is applicable to you, okay? So time is not linear, so let's just put that out of perspective. You are being advised by your spirit guides, by spirit, to breathe through the process and to take each day as it comes, okay? Rome was not built in a day. That is the message that I'm getting for you. And know that you can exactly create what you want. You are the architect of your universe. Very cheesy thing that I'm hearing here, but I need to say this. And okay, you might come across some obstacles that might throw you off course a little bit, but spirit is advising you to breathe through that process, because I feel like you are in the beginning stages of a new cycle, of a new chapter, and you definitely have victory at your hand, at your disposal. You have the universe is willing to work with you as long as you are willing to be confident in your own abilities. That is the message that I'm getting for you, okay? Very strongly. So let's take a look at your tarot reading, okay? Scorpio. For the rest of October. Career and finances, please. Oops, okay. Some really good cards coming out for you. There we are. With the Fool coming out, I'm not surprised at all. So first we had the Seven of Cups, then the Page of Cups, the Four of Wands in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool. Okay. What else? Judgment. Oops. Okay. We have the Four of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So you may be feeling quite impatient, okay, and restless is what I'm getting. Speaking of which, we have the Nine of Swords. Okay. So what I'm getting for you, Scorpio, is that like I was getting initially for you, you do have luck and spirit working with you at this moment, working in your favor. Okay, with the wheel of fortune coming in, I'm not at all surprised. um but I feel like you are your worst enemy in a way, because um there's a strong message here that you try to maybe jump the gun. Okay, just hear me out. What happens is, when sometimes when we are not really confident of ourselves, or when we are like I said initially with the whole mirror um, analogy that I was getting, what happens is we become our worst enemies. We become the only, usually we are the only obstacles in our way. Okay, and in your case, Scorpio, what I'm seeing is that you may be dampening your own potential in a way, and how you do this is by living too much in the future. How you do this is by um trying to go to page 50 without reading page 4. Okay, so what happens is that you go too much into this whole fantasy future kind of a situation, and you start to imagine all the roadblocks that are going to hamper your success, all the things that can go wrong basically. Okay, and that imagination, when it takes over in the wrong sense, it can be extremely detrimental to anybody's success. Okay, so what I'm getting is that there's a strong message here that you can build something amazing for yourself. Okay, and you need to be able to see the good side of it, the positive side of it. Okay, which can get a little difficult when we try to, like I said, jump 4 steps ahead, and not be in the present, not taking one step at a time, which was the message that I was getting for you. Okay, so with the Judgment card here, this is a huge change or decision that you are going to make. Okay, and whether you realize it or not, it's going to have a huge long-term impact in your life. Okay, for some of you, I feel like this may involve moving out of your home, moving out of your comfort zone is what I'm getting. Okay, and again, with the Fool coming in, that is all about moving out of your comfort zone. The Fool does not make the Fool is where this whole tarot journey starts from. Okay, it is the Fool that begins this journey on this adventurous path, and unless you take that risk, you will not be able to reach the last stage, which is the world, which is about achievement and success and all the lessons that you've learned throughout your journey. So it's a bit like okay, I'm reminded of this dialogue that I've heard in a movie. If you buy a new car, you have to take it out of your garage. Okay, otherwise it's just gonna die a slow death sitting in your garage all the time. Okay, so take it out. Okay, and take that risk, because you do have luck favoring you. You are able to maybe get some support also from, I don't know, someone who's maybe willing to finance your project, a business partner, someone who's ready to offer you a job, something like that. Okay, you definitely have an offer coming towards you, but it requires some risks, it requires some patience. Okay, it requires some patience, it requires a whole lot of breathing and confidence in yourself. Okay, what else for Scorpio? Very interesting. I like Scorpio's readings. This is awesome. Okay. So I was talking to you about being your worst enemy. We have the Eight of Swords here, but in the middle of your reading you have the Empress, and that's just the kind of gorgeous energy that you need to have, okay, this month. The Empress sits proud on her throne with her beautiful jeweled crown, okay, really sure, really secure, really sure of being able to manifest whatever she wants, okay, without flapping her wings too much, okay, you know what I mean. Again, there is a need for you to go back within, take a step back. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, take a step back, breathe, meditate, okay, and see the situation from a much clearer perspective. You are a wise person. You are somebody who has maybe, seen some tough lessons, and who has not really had a really easy journey. Well, most of us haven't, but you know what I mean. So I feel like there's another message that I'm getting here. Move out of the shadows, move out of the darkness, and see the beauty around you, okay? Because if you stay too much in your head, you live too much in your head, in your thoughts, then you won't be able to take this leap of faith, okay? Very cliche dialogue, but I have to say it. Okay? And look at that, we have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Extremely inspiring, motivating energy. You have a new start, a new beginning on the horizon. Take one step at a time and avoid getting into this energy, okay? Because like I said, going back to that analogy, that phrase, Rome wasn't built in a day. Have confidence in yourself, and every time you come across an obstacle, see whether you are responsible for creating this, okay, for manifesting this in your life, okay? I'm reminding you of that victory which is at hand. Victory which is at hand, okay? So you have a real chance here, an opportunity here to turn the tables around, to switch something, to shift something for the better, for towards something that is more positive in your life, okay? And go back to this Empress energy whenever you are feeling like this. Be confident, be bold, be appreciative, show gratitude, okay? And enjoy the beauty around you. Take care of yourself. She's not someone who falls into this trap of overthinking and feeling limited. No, she knows that she is worthy of everything that comes towards her. She's confident, she's bold, she is receptive, okay? So that was your reading, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed it, and this looks really bright. Make your decisions from a clear mental space, okay, and breathe through the process. You do have I feel like your environment is really working well for you, and you probably are the only obstacle on your path right now, okay? So all the very best to you, Scorpio, and I wish you all the success, and I'll see you again in another video. Let me know if this resonated for you, and do like, share and subscribe and all those good things. Okay, so take care and bye bye.